Alright. What's up, y'all? What up, what up? Alright. Hit that like button on the way for me. Alright, subscribe to the channel as well if you haven't already, man. Y'all ready to get the stream going here? Y'all ready to get this going? What's up, Jigs Lennon? Jigs Lennon, huh? Let's see, Passam Ben Solta. I don't know what language that is. But what up, though? Alright, we're gonna make a beat from scratch, but we're gonna use a sample to do it. You know what I'm saying? A beat from scratch, but we're gonna use a sample to do that. So, let's see. Okay, so I'm kind of just brainstorming, seeing what I can make happen. Is anybody in the chat familiar with an artist, a musical artist named Aphex Twin? Y'all ever heard of Aphex Twin? Y'all heard of him? Aphex Twin? Let's see. Y'all heard of him? Okay, you in the Philippines, Jigs Lennon? I got you. I got you. He said, please do pass him. Well, look, we charge for a song request, you know what I'm saying? You're going to come up in the chat and ask for a song request without paying no money. That's disrespectful. Thank you for that, Jigs Lennon. Shout out to you. Shout out to the Philippines. That's what's up. What's the weather like in the Philippines right now? Is it hot? Or is it like, you know, kind of cool? I've been thinking about going out that way, man. Let me see something here. I'm going to save two different versions of this. I'll have version 1, version 2. You guys will see what we finna do, okay? You guys will see what we finna do, man. Y'all will see what we finna do. So let's let it save. It's got to save hella samples because I clipped it up before we went live. That way, I, save you guys some time. I spent the whole, 30 plus minutes just sitting here chopping up a song, creating different clips and samples from it. Took me a while because I'm getting a lot of like one-shot samples, you know what I mean? But then I'm getting ones to actually like chop up in segments and have different, different parts in the same program, you know what I mean? In the same drum program. You said it's hot. What's the temperature right now, Jigs? What's it looking like? Cause look, it's been kind of hot, for like the past week or so. Pretty warm outside, and then all of a sudden today it's kind of cool. It's like in the 70s, 70 degrees Fahrenheit. And for the rest of this week, man, it's gonna be in the high 60s, which to me is good. I'd rather be kind of cool, you know what I mean, like 60, 70, rather than it being like 80 or 90 or even 100 degrees. That's just too much. Jigs Lennon says spam up the W's and spam like. Thank you so much, Jigs. I appreciate that. What Jigs said, y'all? What Jigs said? He said like and sub are gay. Like and sub are gay. Okay, there we go. You said super hot, sometimes cold. I mean, is it cold this time of year though? That's what I'm wondering. All right, let me see here. Let's figure this out. Track 1 is there. United States. There we go. This is awesome, man. This is actually really cool right now. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back. We're going to come to that track another time. I just wanted to lay the foundation of it. But now we're going to go back here, okay? And we're going to take the same sample, all right? We're going to take the exact same sample. And we're going to lower the semitones on it, okay? I guess we're kind of having like a class today, somewhat educational stream here. All right, especially if you're interested in making music. If you like music, whatever it may be, you guys get to see a behind the scenes look, a sneak peek, if you will, of the music making process in real time, live, right before your eyes, okay? So let's get this going here. I like that. I dig it. Jig says, do you have a mod? I absolutely do. Yep, sure do. Okay, let me see this here. Okay, so I'm gonna have two different patterns. We're gonna come down to this one. Well, have a good one, Jigs. Thank you for coming by. All right. And thank you for the sub and like. And I'll see you next time, my friend. I go live every single day. I stream every single day. So come on back and see me, okay? I appreciate you, Jigs. You have a good rest of your day, man. I'll see you tomorrow, Jigs. Take care, man. I want to have a boom bap version as well. You know, lately I've been making a lot of different types of beats with the exact same samples. You understand what I'm saying? So we'll take a sample, you know, repurpose it, either reverse it, change the pitch on it, you know, chop it up maybe even, or have it just play as a one shot, you know, syncopate it as far as the timing goes, the rhythm. Bunch of different stuff to do when it comes to samples, man. When it comes to making music, period, there's a whole bunch of different things you can do. You know, music is a very limitless thing in my opinion, you know. Someone in the chat that makes music, man, you guys could take the same sample and make a completely different song with it from what I would make, and vice versa. You see what I'm saying? Speaking of which, do we have any music makers in the chat? Anybody that makes beats or anything like that? Do we have any music makers in the chat? Beat makers, producers, rappers, singers? We got any y'all in the chat, man? Are any of y'all in the chat? Let's see. What's up? How you say your name? Awade Mudin. What's up? You make music? What kind of music you make? Let's change the pitch once again. Oh, so you rap? You saying you rap? You got any music on your channel? So yeah, we're gonna have just multiple versions, same thing, because I like this sample so much. It's so versatile. You can do a whole bunch with it. You know what I mean? Like I said, have y'all ever heard of Aphex Twin? Y'all know who that is? Cool. We're gonna syncopate this. Absolutely. Have on the triplet set. All right. Let's make it happen. If we have any music makers in the chat, y'all got music on your page, man, I'll subscribe, alright? But you can't just say you make music and you ain't got nothing on your channel. You gotta have something to show for it. Okay, we're gonna do some of this. Real quick, y'all, drop me some letters in the chat to pick drum packs, okay? That's how we're gonna do it today, man. That's how we do it most days. Pretty much every single time I go live with this. If I'm making a song from scratch, you guys get to participate in the track, okay? So drop some letters in the chat. I'm gonna go ahead and write them down, and based off that, we'll pick drum packs with the corresponding letters, okay? So for example, if you put an A in the chat, I'm gonna pick a drum pack that starts with the letter A. Does that make sense? So I'll give you all about a minute or two to do that. Go ahead and drop them letters in the chat, y'all. Come on. Oh, and by the way, don't leave without liking the video. If you're gonna leave, man, it's all good. If you got somewhere to be or anything like that, I understand. But just hit the like if you can. Hit the like on the video. All right, and sub to the channel as well if you haven't already. Get that mug out your way and hit it today, man. Subscribe today, okay? But yeah, I'll give y'all about a minute or two. Drop some letters in the chat. Come on. All right, let's see. What's up, Vendejo? I remember you. Play some piano, Billy Joel. Where the money at, though? You know what I'm saying? I charge for song requests, man. If we're gonna do it like that, I be telling y'all, dog, y'all be coming up in people's streams just thinking you entitled to song requests. That's crazy. The least people would do, to me, in my mind, is like, let's say if you listen to somebody even playing on the street, man, you know, you throw them something. Especially if you walk up to them and say, hey, can you play this one song? Like, come on, y'all. Use common sense. Anyway, I'm finna add a piano to this. I'm gonna add a piano to this. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna copy this over, have the whole thing copied over. We're gonna have it doubled out. All right. Make a 8-bar pattern. Let's put that in here. Cool. All right. What up, Trent? What up, bro? Well, my morning's going great, Trent. How's your day, man? Appreciate you asking. Yeah, it's morning time. Hold on, right here. I gotta fix this. That's off. So one of these two patterns is out. That's what it is. What's up, Master Myself? What up, man? Okay, let's figure this out real quick. Then I'll add the sample back in. It's a great day today, man. Great day today. I like when music comes together, you know? Let's see. That might fit. Let's see though. You said slow day at work, but music helped me through. That's what's up, Trent. I'm glad the music is doing something positive, right? Master Self said that sounds a little like Big Pun's Largest Man beat. For real, I never heard that. I never heard that before. I gotta check that out. I know who Big Pun is though. I just never heard that song. Oh my bad, hold on. By the way, folks, I'm not a piano player, you know what I'm saying? But I make it work. Yeah, these fucking keys are spread out like a mug. I think that might fit. Trent said he likes the tone. Thank you. He said I wrote a couple different lyrics the other day with the melody in my head, and I'm running through them to tweak them. That's what's up. Yeah, it's a process, man. It really is. Whether you're songwriting, song making, it is a process for sure. That's why I've always told people, it doesn't surprise me that some artists that we, know and love, might take them months, if not years, to make an album. Especially if you're the type of person where you're like really particular about shit, like you're really, really a perfectionist, and you're never really satisfied with your work. So there's people who will go back, make a whole album, and before they even put it out, they'll rework it like numerous times before it ever actually gets released. So it's a complicated thing, man. It really is. It really is. You gotta get some guitar strings. I have a guitar, but I never learned how to play it. I have an electric guitar, Oh. I think that's better. Let's get rid of this. Something sounds off. I can't tell what it is. Let me just scrap this idea and I'll kind of try to imagine it, what I'm going to put in. Because look, the reason why I'm able to kind of do this, and a lot of people can do this, but like, I'm not a very technical music maker. I don't like go based off music theory, shit like that. I just literally play by ear. And that's how I played violin for years, you know what I mean? Even before I started learning how to read sheet music, I just played by how the notes would sound. And I'm trying to kind of gauge. I can hear in my head what I want to do. I'm just trying to get the notes right. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm not even aware of the key we're in. I don't know if we're in a key of C or anything like that. A, I don't know. I don't even know. Let's see if that fits. Oh, that's a true point, Trent. Yep, exactly. I'm glad you said that too. You said this is why I love your channel, which I really appreciate you saying that, by the way. We said a lot of musicians will never show people what goes into writing a song like what you do. It's very informative. Thank you, man. And that's you know, a kind of a somewhat unofficial focus on the channel. Like I'm definitely, you know, keeping you guys entertained, making music and showing you guys the process, showcasing my talent as well. But at the same time, you know, I do hope that you guys learn something from what I'm doing here. You know what I mean? Whether it's the fact that you're making music, you're a music maker now, or you might be interested in it, or you just might be a person who likes to listen to music and you're curious about, you know, what goes into making a song. You guys get to see all the above here. You know what I'm saying? That's why I always tell y'all, man, if y'all got any questions, ask me, okay? Don't be shy and sitting in the back of the chat not typing nothing. Because I don't know why you would do that. But yeah, if you guys got any questions, man, always ask. You know what I mean? I definitely interact with the chat, most definitely. Oh, and speaking of which, we need to get some drum packs, y'all, so drop some letters for me in the chat. Yeah, because when that time comes, I'm going to need those letters real quick. Very soon. Very, very soon we'll need the letters, so let me drop that. Put this here. I have to keep posting it. Alright, cool. So Trent got a C, thank you. You said you ain't egotistical like those musicians I'm talking about. I don't understand why they get such a fucking arrogant mindset, you know what I mean? Because listen, even if I become like a famous musician one day or whatever, I'm still a person at the end of the day, you know? And I definitely had humble beginnings, I can say that for sure. I definitely had humble beginnings, so, you know, I don't feel like I'm entitled to anybody's, you know, what's the word? Fandom, I guess. Like, I don't think like, oh, you know, you should like me because I'm me. It's like, well, I mean, if you like what I'm doing, that's what's up. If you don't, then I guess that's what's up too, you know? Everybody's got different opinions about shit. But yeah, I don't see a point in being egotistical about stuff. Like, it's good to be confident and be aware of what you can do. But at the end of the day, we're all humans, you know what I'm saying? You said you get to see what really goes on behind the glitz and glamour. Exactly. Yeah, because these people, you know, they walk around with a big cocky attitude, but at the same time, you know, they're in the studio grinding like the rest of us. You know what I mean? They're not just sitting there and waving magic wands and shit, and the music is just fucking, you know, just manifesting out thin air. You know what I'm saying? They got some fucking magic powers, and they just doing this and casting spells and whatnot, although they might be doing something like that. Some of them maybe, I don't know. Yeah, there's a lot of weird, low vibrational bullshit that going on in the music industry, you know what I'm saying? But no, I mean, it's still work, especially when it comes to the producers, the people that are making the beats and composing the music. That is a very thorough process. Very complicated and complex at the same time. You know, some good beats can be made real simply, but the more artistic songs, in my opinion, the very artistic songs, that definitely takes a lot of dedication, a lot of time, a lot of effort. Trent says, same here, my man. It doesn't throw me off from them. He said, I don't look past on the witchcraft aspect of music and movies. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely there. The symbolism is definitely there. All right, let me get some tea right quick. Appreciate y'all being here, by the way, man. Double tap that screen for me, all right? Let's get a few more letters in the chat. Maybe like, maybe one more. How about that? Whoever's got a letter next, man, I'll grab that. You said it does sort. Yeah, okay, that's what I thought you meant. You said it does sort you off. Yeah, I thought so. I was like, it doesn't sort you off. But no, I got you, Trent. All right, there's some things I heard right away I want to change. So like the piano piece has got that house lounge jazz feel. Oh, you talking about this? I'm definitely gonna have like a single pair jazz type rhythm, you know what I mean? What's up, John? What up, bro? Let's see, lower this a little bit. I don't know why this chord sounds off like a mug to me, but I could be wrong. It's tricky too because it's so short, you know what I mean? Let me listen to it by itself. 9. Okay. Yeah, Aphex Twin. You know about Aphex Twin? That's what's up. Dude, Aphex Twin got some good ass music. I remember the first time I heard Aphex Twin, I think I was definitely in high school, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, this was like, shit, a long ass time ago. I might have been like 14 or 15 years old, something like that. Okay, that's good. That's good. Now I want to kind of, what's the word? Damn, what's the word? I'm looking for a word. Basically, like have them kind of lay into each other rather than be like a struck chord. You know what I mean? Here we go. I'm gonna stand some out, basically. What's up, Bunny? Good morning. Good morning. Do it like this. Basically like that. I want this to have a very flow feeling to it, you know what I mean? That's cool. I'll work with that. All right. Take that 4 out. Okay, that timer's off with that. Kind of like a arpeggio, but like very close, like a strum. You know what I'm saying? There's a word though that I'm looking for. Like I want to. It's like positioning of the notes. You know what I'm saying? There's a word like you would use, not scatter, but stagger them. I guess stagger the notes. I can't think of it. Like I said, I'm not very technical when it comes to music making. You know, I just go based off what my mind comes up with. You know what I mean? Yeah, kind of like a rake, a strum. You know what I mean? Like if you're strumming on a guitar. I would just say watch a bunch of YouTube videos on piano playing. You know what I mean? Because you got basically all the letters are all the notes basically are what, A, B, C, D, all the way up to G, right? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and then it repeats, right? Then you got minors and majors. You know what I mean? Okay, that timing's good right there. sure what you're asking. Like, in what context would you fade in and fade out? Like, what are you trying to do? Like a transition ending or something? You say it's just playing, it slowly fades in, vice versa. Oh, yeah, you actually can. You would have to automate it though. So, like, for example, you would hit here. At least this is the way I know how to do it. There's many different ways to do a lot of different stuff with this NPC. Different, methods you could use. There's not just necessarily always one way to do it. But like, you can go in here. Right now it says reading automation, right? You click on that button right there. It says write automation. I know it's kind of hard to see with the camera, but it'll go from from green to red, and it'll have a little W next to it, right? With like 3 dots, almost like a constellation, something like that. So you hit that, turns red, and as you're playing, right, as it's playing, if you adjust the volume of something as it's playing while you have it in the write automation mode, WRITE, write automation, okay? Once you have that, you adjust the volume and whatnot while it's playing. It'll literally, once it replays and loops, or when it plays that exact same part of the song again, it'll do exactly the way you manually adjusted it. You see what I'm saying? John says he's from Tennessee. Shout out to Tennessee. Yes, sir. Okay, 1 second, y'all. Let's get the likes up on the video, man. Double tap that screen for me, all right? We're going to pause for the calls. Let's get the lights up. All right, appreciate that, John. Thank you, man. But yeah, the reason why I always, stress liking the video and stuff, there's multiple reasons for it, but at least 2 of them I'll tell y'all. For one, it helps the channel and the algorithm, right? It benefits the channel greatly, but it also gets it out, like I said, in the algorithm to other people. They can find the video, find what we're doing over here. It might help them learn something, or it might just, make their day, entertain them, whatever. But it definitely is a positive thing, all right? So like the video, y'all. Let's get the likes up. Come on. Let's get the likes up, y'all. Come on. What's up, Red Frog? What up, man? Welcome back. How you doing today? Good to see you. He said it's me again. What up, man? Alright, let's get back to it. Appreciate the likes on the video, y'all. Appreciate y'all subbing to the channel, all that. I really do. Alright, let me see. I definitely want to add some more piano tracks to it, some more piano patterns. But I'm going to have to listen to it a few more times, kind of like, you know, get the creative juices flowing, you know what I'm saying? So let's see here. Yeah, I want to add a chord to that. You said, how did I learn my keys? I actually don't know. Like I said, I played music by ear for a long time. I played violin as a kid growing up, from the age of like 8 or 9 all the way up until I graduated high school. And I still play my violin a little bit when I got in my 20s. But you know, the foundation was already laid, so I really don't mess with it too much anymore. You know what I mean? I really like playing a violin with a whole orchestra, with like a whole set of people. Playing the violin by myself, for me, is kind of boring, you know? But yeah, I mean, you know, I just go based off ear. I don't even know how else to say it. You know what I mean? I never like necessarily learned actual music theory, and when we did take music theory in the orchestra and stuff, that shit was so boring to me. Like it was interesting to know certain things, but a lot of shit I was just like, eh. You know what I mean? A lot of stuff my teacher was talking about, I'm like, eh, whatever. You know what I mean? For real. Anyway. Yeah, violin is amazing. It's a nice sounding instrument for sure. But to be honest with you, I think the cello sounds better than the violin. Like a violin is nice, but I like the rich sound of a cello. I like the thick lower notes. I like yeah. I mean, I like them all really, but the cello has a good sound to it. You know what I mean? Trent said, learn theory at first kills the drives, learn the instruments. I believe that. I actually agree. Like if I was a music teacher and I was teaching kids, I'd be like, here, let's see if you can, you know, play after me. Like see if you can hear what I just played and repeat what I'm playing. And I'll teach them like the notes, like the basics right away, just so they know, you know, 1, 2, 3, ABC, all that type of shit with the notes. But other than that, man, I'm not gonna be like, okay, this is a quatrain and this is this and that, blah blah. Like I damn near forgot all the terms, the terminology. To be honest with you, I'm not gonna say it's not important. I'm sure it helps some people, but not everybody needs to learn music theory to make or play music. Does that make sense? Bunny said the violin's more fashionable. Oh, that'll sound hectic with a slight delay. Talking about this. Alright, John, you have a good day at work, man. Hopefully it's a great day out there. You know what I mean? Have a wonderful day, John. I appreciate you. Much respect to you. Appreciate that. Alright, save and lock it in. consider that though, Trent. I'll consider doing a track with this. Hey, no problem, John. Thank you, man. Thank you. What's up, hold my beer? He said, that's funny, I just set mine up on my coffee table the other day as well. There you go. I mean, look, wherever you can put it, wherever you can make music, you know what I'm saying? Some people have, better setups, obviously. Some people have a whole damn studio, But I'm working with what I got, and the way I look at it, man, as long as you can make something and you're comfortable, then that's what's up, you know what I mean? Especially something like, what is it, MPC Live 2, shit, you can take that anywhere you want to and make music. I've seen people at least on YouTube, I've seen videos of people sitting at a bus stop or sitting on a park bench making music. I'm like, what the hell? But hey, if it works for them. Exactly. Trent just said too, he said if it works, then you're good to go. Exactly. Now, obviously, I would love to have a studio set up and whatnot, and to have it set up on like an actual stand, that would be a lot better in my opinion. But yeah, I'll make it work. But I appreciate y'all for being here, man. What's up, Hold My Beer, by the way? What kind of music you make, Hold My Beer? I love seeing people that make music in the chat. That's awesome. That's what's up. I think I got something kind of like boom bap a little bit. I mean, little bit. Is it? Let me see. I made this yesterday on live stream for y'all. You know what I mean? This is on the members only section of the channel, at least as far as how making the process went. The beat. Oh man, I gotta stretch. But yeah, the whole music making process of this beat right here is on the members only section. So definitely consider becoming a member of the channel, y'all. All right, helps the channel a lot in a lot of different ways. But I'll play it for you guys real quick, okay? I'll play a little bit. Since he mentioned boom bap, I like boom bap a lot. I really like lo-fi boom bap, you know, electronic kind of fusion, jazz inspired, you know, type shit. Tristan, there's a guy on YouTube that walks the streets and writes beats on the spot and asks random people to rap. That's what's up. What's his name? He said, "What's boom bap?" Never heard of it. It's in my opinion, it's based like hip hop, but like with a swing to the beat. You know what I mean? Like it has, in my opinion, it has very heavy jazz influence. You know, it's like influenced a lot by jazz. But let's see. Let's play this a little bit. Okay. I don't know why that keeps happening. Every time I come into this mug, it changes the pattern. That's weird. Anyway, I'll do the whole thing. I'll play the intro and whatnot. It's always fun to do that. Now the intro needs work in my opinion. You know, I kind of just threw this together yesterday so I can get to the main tune, but you know, I'll let you guys check it out. What up, that boy Jeff? Alright, cool, man. Just had to show y'all that real quick. And I'm sure there's more I could do with it, but that's all I got with it so far. You know what I mean? That's all I got with it so far. Let's see. That boy Jap said, "What's the name of the beat machine you use?" It's called the MPC Key 37. MPC Key 37. I know it's kind of hard to see it though. I appreciate y'all coming by the show, man. Y'all ready to get back to the other track who's working on? What y'all think of that though? Was it cool? Was it alright? Did y'all like it? I think it was this one we was working on, right? I don't know why every damn time I gotta keep saving this damn track. It keeps changing the drum program. I don't know, it seems like a glitch to me. That's why I haven't got that MPC 3.0, you know? Anyway. Trent said the guy is in his early 20s and he walks around with his contraption he wears. He's really good. Oh, you talking about he's got like a whole, it almost looks like a mini DJ setup. Like he's wearing it holstered to him, right? Buddy said Wally. It's a good movie in my opinion. The Glitch Effect, yep. Hold My Beer said that's sick, thank you. Jamal Booz in the Lions Den said Aha type beat. You mean the band Aha? From the 80s? The group? Tristan, I like it. You can sell that beat to rappers. Thank you, man. Thank you. Okay, yeah. See, and I've seen a couple of different people on YouTube that are doing that kind of thing, going around and, you know, either riding a bike or they just walk around with like a whole, like setup. You know what I mean? Like right in front of them. You know, they'll play and make a beat. I've seen that. That's pretty damn cool if you ask me. I think that's some cool shit. Let's see. We got any music makers in the chat, man? Always gotta ask. Okay. Let's get back to it. Oh, you said the beginning is the last song. Oh, okay, yeah. The intro. Like it plays in Wally. I didn't know that. I actually got that song from a commercial. I'll sample that from a commercial. Exactly, Trey. Yeah, it brings all the lives of all the walks of life together. I agree with that. Hey, y'all, double tap the screen for me, alright? I appreciate y'all. I've seen Chappie. I don't know if Bunny has, but I've seen it. At least some of it. It was a trippy movie. popping out of me with this song right here. Okay, I see what you're saying. I was gonna say I see like an indigo, you know what I mean? Like a bluish purple. That's what I was thinking about. Actually, no, you're right too, though. Like yeah, more on the blue side than the purple side. I know exactly what you mean. I wish I had something around me to kind of describe the color, to like show it, you know. Okay, I can't forget that J from earlier. Okay. Copy this. What the fuck? Okay. Oh snap. We're already at 727 subs, y'all. I didn't realize, man. Shout out to y'all, man. Appreciate y'all. Straight up. Now we gotta adjust that number. So let's see, maybe. I hope to get to 800 subs by my birthday. You know what I mean? My birthday is in a week, exactly a week from today. I got 1 week to get to get like 63 subs, right? 63. No, my bad. 73 subs. Yeah, 73. Okay. I want to go back and mess with another version of this that I had. I think it's this one. Let's see. 1 week for 73 subs. It's going to be a lot. I believe it's possible, though. You know what I mean? Especially more people that come through the show. What's the first one I had? See, I done mess around so much, man. I done lost the spark of creativity for this. You know what I mean? It'd be like that sometimes. I'll mess with this a little bit. All right, 1 second, y'all. I'm gonna get some drum packs here in a second, all right? Like the video for me, y'all. We got 7 people and 11 likes. Look at that magic number, man. Now we got 9 people and 11 likes. Interesting. But yeah, double tap the screen for me, all right? Give me just a second. Let's get the likes up, y'all. Come on. All right. All right, let's see. Let's pick the drum packs. I think it'll just C and J, right? So I'll pick all C, all drum packs that start with the letter C. Okay. That's how we gonna do it, y'all. We got a J right there. Now this just bass pack, I don't really use it that much. Yeah, not too often. But I might be able to incorporate it somehow. Man, there's a lot of packs that start with the letter C. But yeah, Bunny be on Twitch gaming, man, getting it. Speaking of which, let's give her a proper shout out, man. Check her out on Twitch, y'all. That's a link to her channel right there. She's cool people, man. She's definitely got good energy. Got a good soul. You know what I mean? Very positive. Very good person to interact with and be around. Straight up. So shout out to you, buddy. I appreciate you. But yeah, man, go ahead and get Twitch, y'all. Just download that mug, hop on there, and check her out. I don't see no JPacks up in here. Tristan, he just plays the campaign. I understand that. I'm like that for the most part. There's probably a few games I play online. Most games I'm not a fan of multiplayer wise. It just takes up too much time. It's not the most fun. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's like whatever. Don't really care that much. You know. Okay, no more in this one. Damn, those hello drum packs with the letter C. Yeah, the base pack can come in handy. Oh yeah. And see on the factory settings, not factory settings, the factory expansions that come installed already. There's a bunch of different drum kits, drum programs that have that kind of setup where it's just mostly sample sound. You know what I mean? Guitar sounds, piano sounds, pads like string instruments and whatnot. Okay, I got all these right. I believe so. Cool. So no J. I think we could, make it work with this. I'm gonna grab something else though, because we only got one J pack. We only got one pack that starts with the letter J. So let me see. Oh, thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you very much. Yeah. So the feeling is definitely mutual. You know what I mean? Z. I think I have a Z. I think I do. I gotta find it though. Oh, here we go. Z right there. Check that out. But okay, if we, yeah, I think we only have maybe just that one Z to be honest. Like anytime people ask for like the letter Q, I think there might be a Q. I'm not too sure. But a lot of, see, I don't own every drum pack, or excuse me, every drum expansion, every expansion set that NPC expansion that Akai sells. I don't have all of them. I actually just have four. I got the Vault. I got Marco Polo, Pad Thai Volume 3, Soul Provider 3, and Tape Series. So that's it. The Vault, Tape Series, Marco Polo, Pad Thai Deluxe Volume 3, the Soul Provider 3, and that's it. As far as like Akai expansions go. Some U's. I'll grab like a U. I'll grab a U kit. But I'm looking for the J's right now. We gotta finish up getting the J's. Marco Polo, that's just the name of it. Pretty sure it's just like a brand name. Pretty sure about that. Okay. 1 second, y'all. 1 second, man. Double tap that screen, y'all. The likes are stagnant, man. Ain't been no new likes in the last 15 minutes, maybe. Come on, y'all. Let's get the likes up. We're gonna pause for the cause. All right. All right. Let's see what's up. So I thought you said there was one J. No, that's how many I picked. I only had that one at that point. Oh, let me pick the U. We gotta get the U. All right, we're gonna need some audience participation for this. Drop a number in the chat between 1 and 50. Okay, the first number I see is the drum pack I'm picking. Oh, it's all good, Trent. Ain't no problem, bro. I mean, it's easy to get things confused, you know what I mean? That happens from time to time. I'm a very understanding individual, you know what I'm saying? 37, okay, perfect. All right, let's make it happen, y'all. Philippe LeBlanc, what's up? You said, what's with the video game controls? What are you asking exactly? Like, why they sitting there? I almost wanted to do, well, no, it's too late now. I'm not gonna rework the whole damn rhythm of this, but I wanted to kind of do like a boom bap even with this track. But there is another version of it that I was working on earlier. You guys kind of saw some of that, where it has that kind of rhythm to it, you know what I mean? So I'm not gonna worry about it right now. We'll go back to another time. We'll go back to another time. I mean, they work, barely. The controller that actually works the best is this one right here. But these controllers, I got them both with the PS5 back when I bought it a couple years ago. They're just aesthetics for right now, though, you know what I mean? Just to indicate that we, do music, we do games. There's a whole thing over here. And yeah, that's about it. Good question though, Philly. Good question, man. He said, I thought she was about to show us a new thing. I wonder how that would work too. Like, how would you, I don't even know. I don't even know how that would work. I wonder if somebody could think of something, all right? Trying to find the right snare. you talking about the last layer? Like where it's got like that chicka chicka at the end of it. Tell me that little chicka chicka sound. I agree with that. I like that it has that too, you know what I mean? I wish I could emphasize that sound more. I'm sure there's a way to do it, but you know, I ain't gonna worry about it too much right now. Yeah, I kind of want that sound to pick up at the tail end of it, you know what I mean? Yeah, that chicky chicky sound. The chicky chicky. Yeah, exactly. I like that, yo. That's a good one. I always like to when the kicks, the snares, even hi-hats, when they have like that kind of like extra to the sound. It's not just like a straightaway sound, you know, an isolated sound. I think that plays a big part in the jazz stuff I do, like the jazz beats and whatnot. And I can always cut it out if I want to. Like I could just make it to where it only plays, you know, like it'll cut off, you know what I mean? I can cut off whenever I want to, wherever I want. Yeah, dry sound, yeah. said some Asian voice, love, you're done. Would you say I had an Asian voice to this? What that mean? Oh shit, we gotta save all these samples, man. It's gonna take a minute. Gotta load all the samples in, man. Save them real quick. But yeah, Fantastico Banana Joe the Scientist said Asian voice. I don't know what that means. Classic baby scratches. What? What? I'm trying to understand what you're saying, man. Let's see. Trent said that machine must have a big memory, or did you buy extra memory card? Yeah, I got an SD card in it. I think it's like 256 gigs, something like that. But no, I understood what you meant. Yeah, I understood what you meant. Then you gotta get an SD card, you gotta get the adapter. You know what I mean? Like it's a mini SD, and then you gotta get the big adapter to go into it, you know? I'm sure they got different kinds of it, but yeah. Yeah, no, the built-in memory ain't shit on here. Like, you have to get an SD card, you know what I mean? Like, you could make, I guess you could save a few project files on here. If you just got the machine today and you don't have a memory card to put into it, you could technically save something to the MPC, but it's not advised because the space on the MPC itself is not large at all, you know what I mean? So after just maybe a few songs that you save, you start to impede the memory that you would need to like save the plugins, the expansions, shit like that, you know what I mean? But yep. Yeah, Fantastico Banana Joe the Scientist. It is an Akai. Absolutely right about that. What you mean put on tape? What you mean by that? Put on tape? Let's see something here. Had to buy a big card to hold all my stuff. So I still got the memory cards, but the machine itself, shit itself, damn. That's the tough thing about these machines, man. They do have a so-called shelf life. You know what I mean? Now some people have their MPC, 2000s and shit like that. MPC, what I think is 60 or something like that. Like there's some old MPCs out there that are still kicking today. But I think as time goes on, the more advanced this technology gets, the quicker it dies out. It's weird, you know what I mean? They call it planned obsolescence. Phones be doing it, TVs, all type of shit. You know what I mean? Now, obviously wear and tear, and as time goes on, things kind of just wear out. But there are some old ass machines that I've seen, like even like big ass $10,000, $20,000 pieces of equipment. I forgot the names of these things, but I've seen machines that people have had since the '80s that are still fucking working, bro. It's crazy. But yeah, you'll have something like this. I hope this machine lasts a long time, but I would imagine maybe 10, 20 years from now, this machine probably won't even be working for real. You know what I'm saying? Fantastic Ghost said AI, sorry, lazy. What? What about AI? Trent said I got a Zoom HD16 and that thing is amazing. What's that? Is that a camera? This was before AI. Yeah, AI. It's changed a lot. It really has. It has a lot of good uses to it, but at the same time, we'll see how it goes as time goes on. But yeah, it's a dope machine. I like this one a lot because it's convenient. Like I said, it has a keyboard built into it. It doesn't take up a whole lot of space. But from what I understand, from what other people have said, a lot of people tend to like the older MPCs more. You get what I'm saying? Oh, a 16-track recording studio thing. Okay. It's a Zoom HD 16. Yeah, I never heard of that. But that thing still works, right? What year did that come out? You know? Speaking of which, I kind of want to give you like an SP. Fuck, what they call it? I want to get an ASR 10, SP, I think 404 or something like that. I forgot. There's one thing I was seeing recently, it's kind of got like a little mixer setup. Damn, what the fuck they call that? I think it's the SP404MK. I think that's what it's called. See, I'm not like a big gearhead though. You know what I'm saying? I made music on a computer for for almost 2 decades. You know what I mean? I never really had a whole bunch of different gear and whatnot. So this is my first piece of music gear, technically, aside from that FL Key 37 I have. You know what I mean? Let me see something here. good night, man. Get your rest. I'll see you next time. Sure. Appreciate you being here, man. Have a good night. What's up, Brian? Good morning, man. shorts. I got on shorts. See, I ain't got no pants on. What the hell? No, I got on shorts, man. Hold on one second, y'all. Let's see. Let's see, Fantastico says smooth it, check some connections, man. Ella was drunk ass, but is speaking Austrian dialects. Austrian? You from Austria? Actually, hold on one sec, y'all. Double tap that screen for me, alright? Like the video, sub to the channel, alright? All right. All right. Appreciate the likes, y'all. McDonald's is golden. Shout out to you. You got Arby's as the as a profile picture, but McDonald's as the name. That's funny. Let me see. I'm trying to find something that'll fit this. It's not a bad base. It don't really fit in my opinion. Let me see what else I can do with it. That's what's up. I like that vibe, man. Shout out to you, McDonald's is golden. Shout out to you. I can't think of a damn bass line for this. It's crazy. I actually cannot think of a bass line for this. Let me say something. I wish we could like videos more than once. I do too, man. I wish y'all could just double tap the screen to infinity, you know what I mean? That'd be nice. You see something here? I guess I'm gonna just make it work with this shit right here, man. We just gonna make it work. The moron, huh? You gotta find a name that rhymes. Oron the moron. I might have like another bass to it actually. I don't think that'll fit. Let me see if I can get that in there. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna copy the same pattern. That way we can emphasize the notes. You know what I'm saying? Hold on one second. I'll check the chat here in a second. Oh shit. Damn it. I'll tell you what, man, using the little damn cursor thing on here is quite annoying. But you know, you gotta make it work. Sometimes when I have to do this shit like that, I miss having a mouse and keyboard. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, let's see. McDonald's Gold is not doing too good today. What's wrong, man? You said, man, it's got my head bobbing. That's a good thing, right? Hope it ain't a headache type situation. As long as you dancing and grooving out, that's what's up. Okay, so we got that, boom. Now I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna have this playing maybe. We'll find something. We'll find something. This might not work, but I'll see how it sounds like this. see what's up, Papa Big Boss. I am your Poppy. What's up? He's at home by Depeche Mode. Listen, y'all come up in here with these song requests, man, with no money. That's crazy, bro. Who else channel y'all go to and be like, yo, just play this song? Not even saying hi or nothing. Hello, how are you today? None of that. Anyway, how are you doing today, Papa Big Boss? What up, dog? I'm gonna call you, I guess, Big Boss. PBB? Call you PB. How about that? Oh, I guess my damn charger disconnected, huh? Well, I'll be dang. Look at that. All right, we back, man. We back with it. Yeah, y'all double tap that screen, man. Like the video, sub to the channel, all right? Let's figure this shit out. tap that screen, man. Like the video, alright? Like the video, sub to the channel. Hit that button if you see it. Get out your way, okay? Okay, not bad, man. Not bad, not bad. I'm sure there's more I could do with that, you know what I'm saying? Oh, but I'm gonna leave that where it's at for now. Let's see, Papa Big Boss, I'm your poppy, said home by Depeche Mode. You forgot what I said, man. You must not have been listening. You must not have been listening, dog. And I asked you a question. Didn't even say nothing back. All you keep typing is home by Depeche Mode. I get it. You like that song, man. Depeche Mode is a really good band. I understand. I understand. A really good band. Really, if you ask me, man, a lot of that music from the 80s was some good ass shit. A lot of good ass music in the 80s, man. If anything, you know, some people that believe in reincarnation and whatnot, you know, if anything, man, I might have been alive during the 80s before I came back as who I am today. Who knows? Because I have a strong affinity to that 80s music, you know what I mean? But anyway, let's get the lights up, y'all. Double tap that screen, all right? Man, what that happened? Y'all done fell asleep in the chat? Y'all done fell asleep way in the back of the chat, man. Look at y'all. Y'all sleep like a mug today, huh? Isn't it early in the day? So y'all taking cat naps and whatnot? Yep. All right. Is this the same one? I think it's a different track. But yeah, we finna get it by here, folks. We finna get it by here. You know what I'm saying? We can't get any more likes on the video, man. Y'all done fell asleep. We've had 256 people come through during this live stream, man. 256. And we got 18 likes, man. That's not even 10%. That's crazy. I'll play this last track, though, for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like the video, though. 2 things I need y'all to do. Put the number 8 in the chat, right? Just type the number 8, put it in the chat, and double tap on the screen. You know what I mean? Anyway, I'll give y'all a minute to do that. Hey, what's up, man? Appreciate the like on the video. All right, y'all. We're going to play a little bit of this last track before we get up out of here. And it keeps doing the same thing. I wonder why that is. I really wonder why that is. Why does it do that? That's really strange, man. Oh, well, at least it's an easy fix. You know, I don't understand why it keeps reverting. Because we don't have... Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, it don't matter. It don't matter. Let's go, man. All right. All right. All right. Okay, not bad, man. Not bad. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the show. You know what I'm saying? PB talking about more music, you know. Videotape by Radiohead, another good band, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, y'all gotta put your money where your mouth is. But other than that, it's time to go, time to end the show, okay? I'll be back later today, maybe sooner than later with the game stream type of thing. Maybe I'll come back with some music, more more music later in the day, okay? But yeah, like I said, man, we done wrapped it up here. So do me one last favor before we get up out of here and like the video on the way out for me. Subscribe to the channel as well if you haven't already, man. Hit that button if you see it, get it out your way and hit it today, okay? Sub to the channel today, man. But yeah, like I said, I'll be back. So whether I see y'all back here later or not, I hope you all, okay? I definitely hope you all. Oh, by the way, man, definitely consider becoming a member of the channel because a stream like this is going to members only, okay? I've been leaving some of them up for y'all for free just to watch the replay for a little while. But at some point, any music production stream I do on this channel is going to members only. So definitely consider becoming a member. Watch it while you can, or come through for the live stream. That way you guys can see it firsthand, But yeah, whether I see y'all later today or not, I hope you all, including the ones in the back of the chat that don't be typing nothing. I hope all y'all have a great rest of your morning, evening, noon, or night, all right? Whatever time it is, wherever y'all may be around the world, I appreciate all y'all once again. And until next time, y'all, peace out.